Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm just going to send a quick little tweet out. I'm actually just not going to do any video today, as in I'm going to show gameplay, but I'm not going to have myself in front of the camera. I'm just going to do an audio voiceover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly tweet this out to say that I'm online now. So bear with me, guys. Hope you are well. Hope everyone is well. No issues. Hopefully you can hear me okay. So bear with me, folks. Just going to send out a quick little tweet. Bear with me. Give me a second. How are we all doing today anyway? Hope everyone is well. Hope everybody's keeping safe. Unless I shoot me too long. Remember, wash your hands, stay safe, stay well, don't do anything. Hi, whoever's just joined, hope you are well. Just sending a little tweet out. Like I say, I'm not going to show any I'm not going to show myself on camera today, which is probably a blessing. You don't want to see my ugly mug. So yeah, so I've just obviously put this little thumbnail over the top. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is today, I'm going to show off some Resident Evil 4 gameplay, why I think it is worthy of coming to Google Stadia. It's a Capcom game. It originally got released in 2005 on the GameCube. It's been out on numerous, it's been like GameCube, PlayStation 2, Wii, PlayStation 3, the Xbox, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. It's been out on it's been out on the Switch. It's been on iOS and Android as well, so it's been out on pretty much everything. So I don't see any reason why Google Stadia should not be able to get this released. Yeah, so basically I'm just going to show a little bit of gameplay. I'm just going to start from the start. So a lot of people, you have to remember, this came out in January 2005 on the GameCube. A lot of people have never played this game. So I'm what people would call a boomer. I'm almost 40 years old. Oh, thank you Adam, how you doing, buddy? Oh my god, mate, the audio, the bane of my life as always, mate. Because I put through obviously the Xbox instead of the Stadia, I had to rejig all my settings again, so that was a bit of a pain, mate. Thanks so much. Like I said, mate, I'm going to be showing off some gameplay. My beginner's guide, I've completed this game numerous times. At normal level, I just done professional the other day for the first time, me and my friend David. Oh, it's a massive leap, but I'm going to show a lot of tidbits and things that definitely would help people progress within the game. It's definitely a game that people should have a chance, if they do, to go back to and double check. It's an absolutely amazing game. So I'm going to start a new game. I'm going to stay quiet through this, but I just want to show you the cut sequences, and obviously I'll chat when it's appropriate. Hope you enjoyed this little start. As I get a sip of my juice.
1998. I'll never forget it. It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the Arklay Mountains. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the international pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella. The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City, and hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation. Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan to sterilize Raccoon City. With the whole affair gone public, the United States government issued an indefinite suspension of business decree to Umbrella. Soon its stock prices crashed, and for all intents and purposes...
Yeah, this is the HD version, mate, yeah, so it looks definitely a little bit sharper, mate. I've played most iterations of this. I've played the GameCube version, PS2, PS3, PS4, I've played the Switch version. This is definitely the sharpest one, apart from the PC, I'd assume. I've not played the PC version, but I'm assuming that'll obviously be the cleanest one. But yeah, it still looks really sharp, mate. Even in the big 4K TV with HDR, it still looks pretty decent, mate, for a game that's 15 years old. Hey everyone who's just joined the chat, hope you're well. Crazy American.
I'm counting on you guys.
So you kind of got the gist there. You're trying to find the president's daughter, but you're like a one-man army as such. You're trying to go in and extract her and get out as quick as you can, but obviously it never goes like that.
It was right before I was to take on my duties of protecting the president's daughter when she was abducted. That's the ultimate reason I'm in this lonely and rural part of Europe. According to our intelligence, there's reliable information about a sighting of a girl that looks very similar to the president's daughter. Apparently, she's being withheld by some unidentified group of people. Who would have thought that my first job would have been a rescue mission?
It's freezing, so cold outside. Must be my imagination. Sorry it took so long. Just up ahead is the village.
I'll go and have a look around.
We stay and watch that car. Don't want to get any parking tickets.
Right. Parking tickets.
Good luck.
Are the two lucky police officers.
Who are these guys?
Did you say something?
Leon, I hope you can hear me. I'm Ingrid Hannigan. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear. Somehow I thought you'd be a little older. So the subject's name's Ashley Graham, right?
That's right. She's the daughter of the president. So try to behave yourself, okay?
Whoever this group is, they sure picked the wrong girl to kidnap.
I'll try to find some more information on my end as well.
Good. Talk to you later. Leon out.
Okay, this is Resident Evil, so the way the controls work, left stick moves your guy, right stick controls your camera. If you want to aim, you hit the left trigger. The right stick will then, so basically every gun that you get, on most guns you'll get a laser sight. So also the key thing is as well is to try and move as quick as you can, as in see if you want to turn 180, hit down on the left stick and hit the A button. Also, when you're playing this game, you cannot shoot and run at the same time. Your guy will stand stationary. So if I want to actually shoot, I cannot walk or run. So be mindful of that. You always have to try and keep distance. Also, if you go back here, you get a little cut bit where the guys chat again.
Not that way, cowboy.
So the way it works is you do have an inventory. So if you hit the start button, this is your inventory here. This is where all the magic happens. So at the moment, I've only got a pistol. Obviously I can equip, unequip, discard. Obviously I don't want to discard it, I need it. So you can examine it. So basically that's showing me at the moment the firepower, the firing speed, the reload speed and the capacity I have at the moment. As the game goes on, you collect money. You can collect like jewels and trinkets. Things that can obviously like bump up the amount of money that you have. And then later on you bump into what's called a merchant. And you can buy certain things. You can upgrade like weapons. You can buy first aids. So I don't want to try and spoil it for you. I'll kind of play away. So there's normally 3 crows here if I remember correctly. So like say left trigger, right stick, and right trigger to fire. So that's 1 down. Where's the other 2? 1 there. And did I miss the other one? Ah, there he is. So what you normally find is if a blue light is emitting from any item, it means money. Always try and collect the money if you can. Spinels is good as well. Any jewels, trinkets, treasure you get. Just be like a magpie in this game. That's what you want to be. How's anyone Spanish? What does that mean? What's this? Who's an ominous figure in the window? So just be mindful, guys, I've completed this game numerous times, so I know where kind of most of the stuff is. Also, your knife is your friend. If you want to use the knife, the left bumper, and then you use the right trigger to swipe. It's probably one of the most underrated weapons in the whole game, and it's a weapon you could potentially use a lot. Save yourself using a lot of ammo. Conserve ammo if you can. Got a little cutscene in a second.
Excuse me, sir? I was wondering if you might recognize a girl in this photograph.
¿Qué carajo estás haciendo aquí? ¡Lárgate, cabrón!
Sorry to bother you.
Freeze! I said freeze!
So depending on what part of the body you shoot someone in, obviously it affects their physics. So you shoot them in the head, they can stagger, and also you can get like kind of quick time events where it'll flash up the X button, so you could potentially kick them, suplex them. It's really handy to do. Oh dear, that didn't sound good. I think there's two Spanish cops have had it.
Is everything okay?
There was a hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize him. There are still others surrounding the area.
Get out of there and head toward the village. Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
So once again, lovely. A little bit of money. Yes, it looks like there's been a lot of people killed here. These villagers are known as Los Ganados, which means cattle in Spanish. So you should have some ammo on the table here. Let's pick up the ammo. So now you've got a few cronies outside. So what you can do is you can... Tell you what, we'll take a little pop shot. I would normally jump outside and get involved, but we'll take a little pop shot in the head. Try and maybe stagger him. So jump out, might buy me a little bit of time to run away from him, if I can. Like so. So, like say, go for the feet, go for the feet, go for the feet. Also, like say if you want to mix up and try and get a headshot. Oh, I was hoping to just get the headshot and do a kick. That never happened. Also, when you see a typewriter, that gives you the opportunity to save. Once again, always pick up ammo if you can. Green herbs is for your health. Once again, more money. So the good thing is with green herbs, if you're unsure of kind of how much health that generates for you, what you can do is you can just examine it. So the green herb stores partial bit of health. You can combine it with a red herb. If you combine a green herb and a red herb, it restores your health fully. If you combine it with a red and a yellow herb, it restores your health fully and it also bumps it up to a slightly higher tier, which is fantastic. Once again, more crows. Let's shoot these bad boys. 1, 2. Get some more money. Red normally means ammo, so if anything's red it can be like hand grenades. So basically there is 3 different types of grenades. One's a hand grenade, one is a sentry grenade, one is a flash grenade. What a lot of people tend to do is naively think the flash grenade's the worst out of the 3 of them. The incendiary grenade is probably like the most important. Sorry, not the incendiary, the flash grenade. It creates distance, so you can blind people. Help the dog as well. There's a reason for that, but you'll find out later in the game. And also you can walk past these, but be careful, you can get trapped in these. I'll just kind of show you, so I'll walk into one. However, if you just feel like you want to set off one of the traps, you can knife it, or you can shoot it. So the game's not warmed up yet, you wait. So we've got a guy over here, I know that for a fact. I've also missed a red herb, which I'll go back for. So we'll shoot him in the head. It's very hard to coax this guy through the bit where the explosion is. A lot of times he just goes through the middle. Oh, yes, there we go. Be careful here as well, because you've got some traps here. Sometimes as well in trees there's birds' nests. So like, don't be afraid to look up. I know there's not kind of one here. But sometimes in trees there's bird nests. You can have everything from like ammo, spinels, herbs, you name it. You can have about everything in it. There's a red herb here as well. You can just see it there. So what you'll find is I've got the green herb. I would ideally want to combine it. So when I combine it with the red herb. So what you'll do is you use the start button to go into that your inventory as such. If you want to move anything within the inventory, hit the Y button. So that kind of move it as you please. If you're unsure how much health it's going to restore, just go to examine. So that completely restores my health. I'm not going to use it yet because I don't need to. But I'm going to bear that in mind for later. So I don't know how good your eyes are, but obviously there's guys in the distance. So what I might do is once again try and coax them out if I can. Sometimes they just stand there and look at you. Sometimes. Okay. What you can also do is you can try and coax the guy into swinging. Like so. Oh! That's not how you do it. Yeah, do not be shy to use a knife. A lot of people just blast away, use up all their ammo. Oh. Yeah, these villagers are not messing. So what's going to happen is I'm going to come up to a village in a minute. There's two ways to do this, but you can basically cheat. So you don't have to really you won't get caught at all, you won't use any health, you replenish all the goodies after the guys have left. Or I could fight it out. Fight a guy with a chainsaw called Dr. Salvador. Don't ask me why he's called Dr. Salvador, but he just is. So you normally find someone in this one hut. Come on. Ooh, close. See if I can coax him again with that and I can maybe knife him this time. Right, this bit can get quite exciting. It's been very subdued at the moment.
Leon, how you holding up?
Bad question, Hunnigan.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find it useful.
I'll take a look at it, thanks.
It's the first time you get to play a manual. Just don't kind of discard it as such. A lot of times it's like, yeah, I know that already. But yeah, just have a quick little look at it. Yes, like I say, if you hold down the left trigger and hit the A button, your guy reloads. So like I was saying, if you can get prompts, either when you stun someone by shooting them in the face, or shooting them in the legs, if they go down on their knees, you can either kick them or suplex them. If you stagger them, as in shoot them in the face, a lot of times it will just be kicks. If you want to scroll through different parts of the inventory, like you'll see in the right hand side there, you've got your files, maps, weapons and keys. The ones that you're really going to use the most is your weapons. You may use a map once in a while. Your files you'll never look at, because you only have to really look at them once. Keys and treasures, you occasionally will look at to combine things. So see if you look at that mask up there that's showing you in the kind of middle screen, that treasure, the kind of mask, those actual indentations on that, so you can find certain items that fit within them. It means that if you potentially sell it, you can make more money from it. So don't just get it and sell it as it is. Make sure you try to fill all the pieces and you can get more coinage back. Oh look, it's a mate from the car. It's having a barbecue and we're not invited, unfortunately. Well, maybe fortunately for us, obviously. Yeah, these villagers ain't messing. So, there's two ways you can play this. See that tower that I'm looking at there? That tower that I'm looking at, this one here. You can basically cheat. So what you'll do is if you sprint past all these peeps, you can run there. It'll trigger the kind of cut sequence, loads of guys will come out. There's ladders that lead you up to the top. So you can jump up to the top, wait there for a minute, jump down, jump up, jump down, jump up, and until the time runs out, until this sequence finishes. Or you can go into one of the other rooms or houses, go bananas, it gets pretty hectic, you get a chainsaw guy, you get loads of villagers coming. So for the sake of viewing, I will do the manic way and see how I get on. Hey, I may even get killed, you never know. I'm not going to do the easy way, I'll do the hard way for the sake of viewing. So you're going to see the difference here. So hopefully if I can just... This is the house you want to get into. Oh jeez, he's fast. Okay. Oh, that's not good. That's not a good start. So haul yourself up in here. This bit gets mad, by the way. Well, it does at the start. Yeah, Dr. Salvador with his chainsaw is not who you want to be bumping into. So guys coming from all angles here. Okay, so... So let's go upstairs, try and stop these guys coming in. Shotgun here, happy days, you want a shotgun like in every game. Push down the ladder. Try and grab this. So what I'm maybe advising is going this way. Haul yourself up in here, might make it a little bit easier for yourself. What you tend to, what you should do is try not to be in a situation where people can get behind you. So in here I know no one's going to come behind me at all. Yeah, you kind of back yourself in the corner, but at least you can always focus on what's in front of you. Plus if it gets a little bit leery, I've got a couple of grenades. Shotgun's going to obviously keep people at bay, and I can just try and pick people off with this. I'll probably use my first aid just in case I get a lucky hit against me. So what I might do is I might initially use the shotgun. It might be the chainsaw guy that comes through the door first. He's normally very horny for us. I think I could hear him through the door. There he is. Yeah, watch him. If he gets close to you, he will literally like saw your head off. What just happened to be numerous times. Jeez, he almost shot my head off there. That was crazy. So this is a good opportunity to keep him at bay. Use a grenade. Hopefully this will get all of them. That's going to be on the money. Always remember and change your weapon. Like I say, you cannot change weapons on the fly as well. I forgot to say that you have to always keep going in the menu. It will not let you change them on the fly, which is, you get used to. God, he was quick. Ah, we're gonna be fine. Oh, he says. Don't know what, let's do another little grenade, why not? For giggles. And that's that. So you get to a cutscene when they say, where'd everybody go? Bingo. So now you've got the village to yourself, so you can kind of pillage as such. Sometimes you are better killing the guys because obviously you pick up more stuff. If you do the sequence I was saying where you go up in the tower, you'll take 0 damage, literally you will not get hit once. It is kind of like it's not the way you're meant to play it. But what you will find is when you come back to the village, you may not get as much stuff because you won't kill the chainsaw guy who gives you money. You won't kill some of the other village guys who'll obviously give you some health, some coin. You also find quite a lot of bits here. You can also kill the cows if you want. I wouldn't advise it, but you can. You get a few herbs here. So yellow herbs always nice to have. That means I can combine that with that. And if you look at my health bar, see how it's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. If I use it now, you'll see it will kind of change very slightly. So yeah, always find herbs. So what do I have now? I have a green and red. What you can sometimes do is you can kind of leave them separate if you want. I tend to just combine them straight away. Because obviously if you use green on its own, it's partial. Red you cannot use on its own. Red can only be used when it's combined with a green herb. Obviously like a yellow herb with a green herb as well. If not, then red herb you cannot use on its own. So let's go into all these buildings, get all these trinkets and treasures. Once again, check barrels, check cupboards. There's always loads of stuff you can find. Pretty sure I've got everything upstairs. Shotgun off the wall. Shiny stuff's always good. Also what you can do is if you go out on the balcony, there's a couple of items here. See by that chimney there is some handgun ammo. I'm going to go down and get it in a second. Also if you walk your way around this side, there's a spinel here as well. Yeah, keep collecting as much as you can, guys, because when you get to the merchant you can buy stuff like so you can buy new weapons, you can upgrade the firepower, the reload speed, the capacity, stuff like that. It's well worth having. So have I been in every bit? Do you know what I think I have? You eventually have to come back to this bit. You don't have the key for it yet. So we need to try and find the key. Green herb there. And yep, the last bit I'm forgetting, there's some handgun ammo to the right hand side as well. around here, if I remember correctly. Yep. Yes, I'm going to go up to that tower, so I'm going to show you. So if you do ever get a chance to play this game yourself, and you want to have an easy time in the village, what you can do is, you can come up here, so obviously, you know we look for the binoculars. So you pass this, but you pass his burning carcass. So you come over here, sprint up to this tower, hopefully avoid everybody and not get hit like I did. Go up here. So what you find is when you're up here, you can... They've done an update, so you used to just be able to stand still and nothing happens. So you could literally just stand here till the time runs out. What they now do is they throw projectiles up, but they do take a little while. If they do, you just jump down. And all you do is just like go back, jump up, jump down, and so forth, so forth, so forth until the time goes. So if you want to kind of cheat a little bit as such, you could do that. So you could just basically just keep jumping up and down that bit. But I thought we'd just get some action. So let's go around here. And also what you're going to find is with some boxes like that, some of the little crates, you will open them, sometimes they'll have nothing in them, they'll have coins, literal. Sometimes you get snakes in them. So what to do is, if you think there might be a snake in one, double swipe with your knife. Because if you swipe once, a lot of times it doesn't kill the snake, and it'll bite you. It only takes a little bit of health off. What you find is when you kill the snake, it gives you, I think it's a white chicken egg. For some reason, it gives you a chicken egg. So basically you just replenish your health. It's basically just like a cheeky thing in the game, just to catch out. So read this. So have you read all that? Yeah, loving the new logo, by the way. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Awesome. Aha. Okay. So I remember this bit, obviously. What you're going to find here, there's going to be a few enemies, not too many. You're also going to have chickens or hens. Do not shoot them. There's a reason behind that. They lay eggs for you. 3 types of eggs that the chickens lay. So they either lay white eggs. That increases your health very slightly. Brown eggs, which increases your health a bit. Or they, once in a while, lay golden eggs. The golden eggs are amazing. The reason being is, they restore your health fully. And also in your inventory, the first aid spray that you sometimes get that restores your health takes up 2 spaces. A golden egg takes up 1 space. So it's amazing if you can get them. And also you see this little bit here. You see the so take that. So there's also blue medallions in 2 areas within the game. There's 15 of them. So like it says, if you destroy 10 or more, you get a reward. Yeah, so do not shoot the hens if you can help it. So like I say, the white doesn't give you much health, but I'm going to show you anyway. So I'm going to discard a bit. So just going to show you. Yeah, so basically it puts up your health very slightly. So they've all lay white eggs. So they occasionally lay brown eggs, and if you can get a golden egg, they're not easy to come by. What you can do is, if you want to kind of cheat in the game, well, say for example you wait here a while. Every now and then they'll lay eggs. So if you think, I'm not going to get a golden egg, what you can do is, you can come out of this bit here, and just go back through this door, go forward through here, and then it'll kind of like reset the hens. So they'll start to relay more eggs. Also, there's 7 medallions in this bit. I'll show you where they are. Ideally I want to try and get a golden egg, just one to show you, if possible. So at the moment you've got one guy there. You've got one guy there. That shows another guy over there, and that picture shows a guy up top as well. So what have you laid me? Come on. Is it golden? Oh, there we go, it's a golden. So there's the golden chicken egg. So I'm going to show you. The golden chicken egg is amazing if you can get hold of one. It's like I say, one space, that's all it takes up. If you examine it, restores your health fully. So if you can try and get a few of them, there's times you can literally just go back in that previous room, come forward, and you can collect like 10, 12, 14. It might take you a while, but it'd make your life a lot easier in the game if you're really struggling. So if you want to kind of farm the golden eggs, you potentially can. So white chicken eggs are, they'll put your health up very slightly. Brown ones are basically equivalent of like one green herb on its own, but the golden eggs are literally the ones to try and get. I'm only going to take one. I'll get one of the brown eggs as well, just to show you the difference in all of them, the description of them. So you'll see that, like I say, the brown egg will say it restores partial health. The golden egg, like I say, it restores your health completely. And the white egg, small. So yeah, definitely worth getting the golden egg if you can find it. Also see this jewel over here. Well, we'll get to that bit in a second. You've got a typewriter here, so if you wish to save the game you can. I won't save it. What you're going to find here, I think this is either, pendant. You've got two options here. You can shoot it, but you've got obviously like a stink tank below it. If you shoot it like that at the moment, it's going to drop in there. You can pick it up, however it will be a dirty pendant, which means that if you sell it to the merchant you're going to get less for it. What you want to do is, you want to shoot this bit, this block of wood. I'll close that, shoot the pendant, if I can't miss it from like 2 foot away. Take that, and you've got a pearl pendant. You'll actually get more for it. I think the dirty pendant gives you 6,000. The pearl pendant that's obviously complete and not dirty or marked gives you 10,000. So it's definitely worth trying to shoot that back bit of wood. Oh, hello. Susie, how you doing, mate? Yeah, Capcom are going to remake it, mate. 2022 they were saying. The only trouble I have is with that is, slight trouble is, I think it's torn a lot of people because the series, this one especially, is so loved by so many people. Resident Evil 4. Like I say, it is the highest rated Capcom Resident Evil game via Metacritic. But I know it's not being made by the guy that originally made it. He's gonna kind of oversee it as such. They're gonna get his blessing. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they're going to remake it, because it's one of those, it's like, there's so much good about this game. Hopefully they wouldn't spoil anything. I know Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 they've remade, that was amazing. Kick. Like I say, don't be shy to use a knife. Always try to maintain distance as well if you can. Yeah, you can also shoot the cows and knife the cows to death, which is it's not right when you're playing. The cow starts moving, it's like, oh no, I'm sorry. So yeah, shoot the legs and swipe, swipe, swipe. That's kind of the boring way to do it with it, like kind of not using much ammo. You can kind of get involved, you can shoot in the head, the chest and stuff, but if you really want to be a Scrooge with your ammo, that's probably the best way to do it. What you'll find is later on in the games it gets a little bit tougher, because the last plagas, as they're called, or the parasites that are in the enemies' heads start to pop. So yes, you want to try and maintain distance, because what you'll find is later in the game, if the guys that you fight, their heads pop, the parasite that actually sprouts out their head can take your head clean off. It can actually try to like eat your head. So you have to try and maintain some distance. What you're also going to find is, guys, so I've got one medallion so far. So there's going to be another medallion up here. It's like there's 7 in total in this section here. So you've got to remember, you'll need 10. So that's 2 so far. Got a funny feeling there's another guy here. Maybe not. I might have got them all, but I'm not too sure. Always collect the trinkets and treasures. Check these cupboards. Once again, more money, which is lovely. Yeah, like I say, folks, try not to kill the chickens if you can. So always check cupboards, drawers, you name it. Oh, hello. So what you can do as well, if someone comes up here, two things you can do. You can actually swipe someone when they're coming up here. Yeah, so that takes obviously quite a bit of health for them, so if you can knock them down when they're coming up the ladder. Also, to come up the ladder you can kick it. So when he's coming up I can kick the ladder and he should fall from it. So he'll try and prop it back up again. I can shoot him in the head if you want, but sometimes it's quite a giggle just watching them trying to get me. So what you've got to remember is when they're on the ladder they cannot attack you. As soon as they do that sequence where they're climbing up the ladder, they cannot hit you. It's only when they're still at the bottom of the ladder, when they've not done the sequence to move up it, or at the top of it. In between, when they're actually on the ladder, they cannot hit you at all. It's impossible for them to hit you. Also, you might think this looks quite unassuming here. Can drop down. If you come to this section here, so when you come out this window, turn 180, come out here. See this bit here, you can drop down here. So if you jump down, open this, and this gives you like a beer stein. So you see there's 3 indentations on that. So if I was to sell that to the merchant at the moment, I would get 10,000 for that. If I get all the indentations for it, I think that it's a cat size, if I remember correctly, I think you can get 20 to 25,000. So keep a lookout for them. Also, if you think you're not too sure, you can get out. Right, so you can push that, so hit the X button. And let's you out. So there's another medallion. There's 7 in this bit, I'll show you them. So what grenades do we have at the moment? Yeah, so we've got 1 incendiary. Like I say, you get incendiary grenade. Obviously, like it puts people on fire. Hand grenade, which is great if you really get people in close proximity. The flash grenade is one of those that was kind of very underrated. It's a great... I actually think the flash grenade is as important, or maybe more important than the other two. The reason is that when you get to the stage where you're fighting enemies where the heads pop, not every enemy's head pops. When you do though, the parasite obviously tries to come out and like grab you or eat you. If you use a flash grenade even, when the heads pop, it instantly kills them. So it can save you a lot of ammo. So I'm just going to check. A couple little bits of mist. Oh, oh! That must be from the booze from a couple of days ago. Oi, come on, I can get it. Oi! His hands all over the place. Yeah, that's not how you shoot that. Let's get a little bit closer. There you go. Better. Like a drunken man's hand there, that's not a good sign. So how many do I have now? Is that 4, is it? Did that say 4? And always what to be mindful of as well, try to reload your gun every time you can. What you'll find is as well is, well, say for example you're really low on ammo and you're coming up to a merchant and you've got a bit of money. Well, say you've got the shotgun and you've ran out of ammo completely. What you can do is, if you have the option to tune up your weapon and you've got the option to tune up your capacity, what you'll find is if you tune up your capacity, like maybe instead of having 6 shotgun shells, you have 8. When you tune it up, you'll automatically get 8 shotgun shells to use. So it is a good way to try and get some instant ammo if need be. Oh. I missed one, I'm not too sure where I missed it. I think I know where I may have missed one. I remember off the top of my head where I missed one. I've missed the medallion. Which one have I missed? I got that one. Got that one. One with a total blonde moment. I normally get the 7 here. If I don't get the 7, it's not that big a deal. To be honest, I can find the other 4 no problem. I tell you what, we'll be happy with the 6 at the moment. I've had a little moment where I just can't remember the 7th one is for some reason. Ah, there is. How silly of me. There you go. 7. Oh. So if I actually look at the guy's laser, if I'm just holding down the trigger, sometimes his hand does get a little bit a little bit wavy as such. So once again, take all the ammo. If you do run out of space, which can happen, you can also, at some point in the game, or some points, you can upgrade your attaché case to make it bigger. So at the moment I think we've got the small attaché case. I think it goes medium, large and XL. With a little help from another person, maybe I can climb over. Hint, hint, hint. So what we want to do is we want to go around here, check all the goodies in here which I've done already. So we're going to come back out here. So remember, if you're really struggling in this game, or if you think you're going to struggle to get ammo, like say do that chick thing. So go back into the previous room, come into this room, the chickens will keep laying eggs. You may take a while for you to get the golden ones, but if you do, like I say, 1 space, that's all it takes up. Herbs take up 2. First aid takes up 2. Golden egg 1. So it's well worth getting if you can do it. So yeah, so they're your friend, don't shoot them. So this is a bit where you get a quick time sequence. I'll show you what happens. You're going to hear a lot of finger tapping here. What you're going to find as well when you do a quick time sequence, it's going to either be 2 different button variants. It's either going to be X and A, or left trigger, right trigger. It's the only buttons that they use for any quick time sequences. See how they're shining above? Shoot them. The spinals. Oh, he says shoot them as he misses. What you're also going to find is you're going to come up against guys that have got TNT in their hands at this section. Don't worry about the bats don't harm you. They're just annoying as in the noise, they don't harm you. See that guy's got a stick of dynamite in his hand, it's possible to shoot it. It's difficult, but if you do it blows him up instantly. So I'll give it a go. Not easy, we'll see. Ooh. Oh, close. Like so. That can save you a lot of aggravation as well. This one's going to be hard for me to hit, but you never know, I can certainly try it. Oh, it's going to be difficult. If I can't get in a couple of shots, I'll give up. Oh, so close. Oh my god, just missed it. There you go, eventually. So you can try and shoot it out of his hand if you can, like so. It's not easy to do that. Does save you a lot of aggravation though if you can help it. Don't worry about the spider on the wall, they never harm you. Be mindful of these things as well, the traps. They do like to place them in this bit here. It's kind of obvious where it is, but even outside here, there's a few of them lay around. So when you use the right stick, that's kind of like your camera. It only moves at certain angles, your camera. You can't kind of circle it as such, but it definitely does help you to like kind of look down below you. So if you're unsure, just like say if you're, as long as there's no enemies about, look down. You can obviously check it. Like for example there, see I've spotted the traps. So if I'm walking like that, I might not be able to see it. Look down. There you go. And if you want to obviously take it out, you can. I'll tell you what, you can use a knife or you can shoot it. But you ideally want to knife it because obviously you save ammo. Conserve, conserve, conserve. That's the name of the game. And also you can shoot bird's nest. See that bird's nest there? You find them every now and then. I think that one might have a spinel in it if I remember correctly. Oh. And also to let you know when you bump into the merchant at some point, what you'll find is that the longer in the game you go, the more he updates his inventory as such. So maybe when you get to the first merchant, for example, you'll get like a certain handgun. Then you meet him later in the game and they'll obviously, oh, there's a new handgun, there's a new shotgun, there's a new whatever. So just be mindful of that. So don't always, when you come to the first merchant, think, oh, I need to get like this new handgun, because you're going to get like maybe 3, 4, 5 different variants of it. So sometimes it might be worth holding off. Not always, but sometimes it can be. So let me see this fella in here. He's got a sticky dynamite as well. Go and light that thing. Light it. Oh, where's he went? Okay, I don't know where he's went. He normally doesn't do that at all, you know that. So we'll see what happens. Ah, he's trying to get... Oh. He's had a little mad turn. He's determined to get out that window. The reason why I'm not going to try and engage with him because he's got like TNT in his hand. So I'd rather just kind of keep my distance. I should always keep taking the trinkets and treasures, guys. Always keep taking. So. Aha, okay. So red's cat's eye. So remember how we got the beer stein in the last section? So what you can do is, if you have a look at the red cat's eye, so you can do use the left bumper, the right bumper. So when you go down to this and examine it, I'll have markings on it that's been one set and something. So what you can do is, if you're unsure if it fits in a specific item, for example that, what you do is you can just go to combine, and there you go, and then you can examine it. One gem's only been set on the side. So remember, you've got another 2 cat's eyes to get for that. You're going to get another little cutscene soon. Once again, typewriter. Yeah, don't mess with these, just blow them up. Just, yeah. Don't ever mess with them. They will F you up badly. As I almost rushed in and got hit by one, so yeah, just be mindful of that. Don't like rush in if you can help it.
Them?
No. You?
Okay. I have only one very important
He's funny.
question. You got a smoke?
Got gum.
Perfect. The big cheese.
What?
What you've also got to remember is when you get to the end of a chapter, you always get a save at the end and the save at the start of the chapter. Always injecting you. It's never a good sign.
Soon, you will become unable to resist this intoxicating power. Hey, wake up.
Crawl out of one hole and into another.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Americano, see? Now what brings a bloke like you to this part of the world? Oh, hey, easy, whoever you are.
Name's Leon. Came here looking for this girl. Seen her?
What, are you supposed to be a cop or something? Nah, you don't look the type.
Maybe.
Okay, let me guess. She's the president's daughter?
That's too good for a guess. Want to start explaining?
Psychic powers. Nah, just kidding with you, amigo. I overheard one of the villagers talking something about the president's daughter in the church.
Oh, he looks annoyed.
And who might you be?
Me llamo Luis Serra. I used to be a cop in Madrid. But now I'm just a good-for-nothing guy who happens to be quite a ladies' man.
Why'd you quit?
Policia. You put your life on the line. Nobody really appreciates you enough for it. Being a hero isn't what it's cracked up to be anymore.
Used to be a cop myself. Only for a day, though.
I thought I was bad.
Somehow I managed to get myself involved with the incident in Raccoon City on my first day in the force.
That is the incident with the viral outbreak, right? I think I might have seen a sample of the virus in a lab at the department.
Always annoyed.
After you.
Now!
It's Leon. Sorry I couldn't get in touch sooner, but I was a bit tied up.
You're okay, right?
Fine. There was a male civilian held captive. According to him, Ashley's in a church somewhere.
What happened to him?
He managed to escape.
Do you have a fix on the location of that church?
No, but apparently there's back to the village.
Again, trinkets and treasures.
Over here, stranger.
Ah, the merchant. He's a friendly face when you're faced with adversity, honestly. Every time you see a merchant, it's like tear to a glass eye because the amount of times that you need him to help you. It's like your friendly zombie street market guy selling you goods.
Got something that might interest you.
He's very quotable as well.
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
So I'm going to come back to him in a minute. I'm going to get these barrels around here. Take the herb. I'm going to combine a couple of things. I'm not used to seeing this amount of stuff after playing it on professional. Oh, guys, if you ever play it on professional, just it's be sparing with everything. It's really difficult. Normal is like pretty much like a cakewalk compared to it. Yeah, if you ever do complete up normal level, just be mindful professional level is upped like a lot. Me and my friend have completed this game numerous times. Were like shocked. Don't get me wrong, it was a challenge, but it was a proper challenge. Like shocked at the leap. So you've got three options here with a merchant. As you can see, you can either sell, buy, or tune up. Tune up is kind of self-explanatory. It means you can tune up weapons, you can upgrade like the reload speed, capacity, firepower, stuff like that. You can also buy certain goods, and you can also sell some stuff. So the things that you can sell off the bat that don't fit into stuff is spinels, velvet blues, things that I'll show you here. So we see the spinel. Excuse me. So you get 2,000 per spinel, so we'll sell 6 of them. We don't need them, they don't fit in anything. The pearl pendant as well.
I'll buy it at a high price.
The Beerstein we will not sell, because like I said, it's hinting to you there, Beerstein with like red cat's eye. So we ideally want to keep that unless you're totally struggling and you need money badly. It's worth just keeping it at the moment, because you might potentially find the other 2 cat's eyes. And obviously it's going to put the value up maybe by like double, or just a little bit more than double. The golden chicken egg will keep. You don't have to sell anything else really. What I tend to do is I tend to get my attache case bigger. It does cost quite a bit of money. I normally tend to take a rifle here as well, because this section there's quite a bit of distance between you and the enemies in this part even. So when you buy the rifle, be mindful it takes up 9 spaces in your attache case. The scope for it takes up 3 spaces, which you have to buy separate. You see there. The rocket launcher, if you ever want to buy that, if you want to fight a big boss, that takes up 18 spaces. TMP I think is 6. So yeah, so you just got to kind of play about with it, be mindful of how much space you've got in your attache case. So I'll show you my attache case at the moment. So I'd be able to get the rifle in, and that's pretty much it. Maybe a couple of more things. What I want to do is I'm going to buy another attache case. If you actually look at the price of all the items combined, so let's say I've got 65,000, so 24, so you're leaving me with like 40 and a bit thousand. So you get the rifle for 12, TMP 22, you're fine, and get a scope as well. So you'd be fine, so you still have change left over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the attache case. Bit more space. I'm just going to buy the rifle. I think it's quite good to use it at this part. You'll need that later on in the game anyway. Also get the scope for it. You can use it without the scope. Basically it does still zoom in without the scope, but obviously it doesn't, the distance is obviously not as great. So it's definitely worth getting the scope for it. Like I said, it's 3 spaces. Just plonk that there. And also be mindful is when you get these two together, it doesn't combine them for you. It doesn't automatically combine them. So when you get the rifle, you may initially think that you've got the scope on it. You don't. You have to combine them. So what I'll do is when I get this merchant screen, you can actually click on this and hit combine and combine it with that, and then it will say E and E, which means they're both equipped. Also, I'm going to buy a TMP, like a kind of like submachine gun. That's good if you want to kind of not necessarily kill enemies, but just enough to slow them down, like say shoot the legs. So what I try to do is when I've got the TMP, you only start with 30 ammo on it. When you have the option to upgrade the capacity, it goes to 30 to 50, then 50 to 100, that's a big leap. Then I think it's 150 to 200. So the next leap is not that big, but the 50 to 100 is obviously a really good leap. So I'll buy the TMP, I like to have one of them. So don't worry, we can do some jiggery pokery here. So it doesn't really matter. So if you bear with me, just gonna get this attache case the way I want it. We normally have it quite well maintained, but not today. So we'll move that there, move that there, move that there. Doesn't have to be perfect. I could obviously do it a little bit better, but we're fine with that. Yeah, we'll leave that there. What I would advise is as well when you're fighting a boss, because you get numerous boss battles in this. Some of them are like 2 sequenced boss fights. So what you do is you get your health down to X amount, then they'll morph into something else. Some bosses you can kill with a rocket launcher. Literally you can just start the boss fight, hit them with the rocket launcher one and it kills them. The first boss, the El Gigante, you can do that with. Certain bosses, the 2-stage ones. So what I would maybe try to do is, at some point you can buy, the shotgun's obviously good, you can try to get the power up on that. Also you can buy a Magnum at some point. The Magnum's obviously like really powerful. So if you're lucky enough to get them into the second sequence, and when you use a rocket launcher on them, if you get the chance it should kill them. I'm not going to buy one yet, I don't need it. Plus it takes up a shed ton of space. But what to do is when I come up to the first boss, which is the El Gigante, I'll use it on them and I'll show you. So I have the option to tune stuff up here. So I'm not sure whether I should tune at the moment. I'm kind of happy with what I have. Firepower you could maybe do, but then again you have to remember as with the first gun, try not to tune it up. The reason being is you have to remember you've already got 7 medallions. If you find another 3 medallions, in that section where you find the other medallions to get you up to 10, the merchant is just before that. So what you can do is you can backtrack one room and it gives you like a Punisher gun and a handgun for free of charge. And it's actually going to be better capacity, better firepower than this gun that you have at the moment. So you might actually just be better holding off. And also the funny thing is it gives you that Punisher gun for free if you get the 10 medallions. But what you can do is you can sell it back to him. So it's not even a fact if you can just give it back to him. As soon as he gives it to you, you can sell it back. And you can make money on it if you want. It's just a bit bizarre. I might, I don't know what, I might put the capacity up a little bit on that. And I think I'm actually kind of happy. Buy, got everything. I don't normally need the treasure map because obviously I normally know where stuff is. If you want to buy that, you can. What you'll find is when you buy that, if you go and hit the start button, go up to map. I'll show you on the map all the little kind of sections where it'll kind of mark on the map where all the items are. So let's head back. This bit can get quite manic. This bit's actually it can be quite tough. So I'm going to show you here. If I just equip this, I'm going to show you if I can. So I'm going to try and zoom in that guy in the distance. See, not too bad, yeah? You think, no, it's not bad. However, the scope is not equipped with it. So what you need to do is you want to combine that with that. Equips both and you're going to see the difference in the distance now, yeah? Big difference, yeah? Always go for headshots if you get the rifle ammo if you can. Later on in the game you're going to get guys that have like kind of like metal plates on their head so you can't shoot them in the head. That's kind of annoying. So at this part of the game, one shot should take their head off. Where's that other guy? There he is. Oh, will I be able to get him through all this? Maybe. We'll see, hopefully I can. Hopefully. Oh. Oh, missed him. See, I hesitated, you see. This may or may not get him. I did, lovely. Also there's another one or two guys at the top here. So the two bits that you want to get here, you want to get an insignia. It's in two pieces. Part one's there, in that chest. The other part is up here where that guy's standing, see there? So that's the two parts you want to get. And then the door is literally the other side of this bit here, just around there somewhere in the distance. So I'm going to take these guys out. Superb, that was good timing for him passing. There may be one or two other guys. What you can do is, be mindful of the rifle, it takes a while to reload. And it is very much a distance weapon. What I would suggest is if you do fight guys where the heads pop, the rifle can be quite good. What you normally find is when enemies' heads pop, they move slower, so they walk slower toward you. So that can give you like a time to like line up their head and shoot. There's also a gap in the wall here. I may be able to get one or two more guys for this gap without spooking anybody. So you see that one guy there. So I could use a rifle here, but I'm not sure. I want to see this guy here, so I might use a rifle on him. Popping heads for fun. So now what you're going to find is when I go here, it's going to trigger a sequence. The guy's going to alert all of our guys here. Hey, how you doing, Chase? You okay, mate? I hope you're well, mate. I'm just doing a little tutorial on this game. Let's say this game's been out, what, 15 years now? Oh god, it's been out, what, GameCube, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Xbox, PC, Switch. So I'd love to see Stadia get it. Chase, while you're here, mate, I was going to ask Adam as well. What do you think the likelihood of, I know Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 have just came out on the kind of like the newer consoles like the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X. What do you think of the chances of the Resident Evil 4 remake coming out? They just announced it, what, 2 or 3 days ago, that they're hopefully going to get it out by 2022. I know Capcom at the moment don't have any games out for Stadia, but it'd be interesting to get you two guys' thoughts on it. Yeah, this is when it gets fun, guys. Hordes of them are going to come at me now. See them all at the top there? Oof. This is fine. So what I'd maybe advise to do is shoot the legs if I can actually hit legs. Maintain distance if you can. So what's going to happen is when he throws that, it's going to kill his mates. They're doing all the work for me, which is great. He's not going to reach me with that. And if in doubt here, guys, if it does get like really hairy, use a shotgun if need be. I'm just trying to be a bit tight here. Like I say, Chase and Adam, I really appreciate you two coming by, guys. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Adam, yeah, like hopefully at some point, because there's so many classic games. I mean, the Resident Evil series especially is iconic. Like, So if they can potentially get that out on Stadia, that'd be amazing. So this bit's going to get a bit of fun here. I'm going to get my shotgun. Yeah, Adam, that's possible, mate. I know GeForce Now had that. Well, wasn't the deal that they had that like it was like in beta stage, and obviously like companies were allowing them to kind of use their IPs as such. And then when it went kind of like full pay, they were like, wait a minute, we're not getting a cut of this anymore. So a lot of companies pulled their stuff. Gotta watch this bit. This bit can get quite fun in the sun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a grenade here because I've got them all lined up lovely. So this could hopefully get all of them. Got a lot of them. I might try and be cheeky and get a rifle shot here. This is like dangerous. I think I got 2 of them there with that. Lovely. Yeah, that's true, mate. Yep. Like I say, it is on Switch, so there's no reason why. I think it'd just be interesting to see what the remake's going to be like compared to the original. This one, I mean, this is 15 years old, but it still plays great. Yeah, I know the graphics are a bit, but you've got to remember like how old the game is. Okay. Getting a little bit heated again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this incendiary. Oh, overshot. Thank you, Adam. I'll see you later, mate. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna come off soon after this bit, mate. I'm gonna stop the stream and just save it and then just like a stream maybe tomorrow or the day after. Catch you later, mate. Thank you. Appreciate it, mate. As always. Come on. Oh, that wasn't a very good shot, was it? So let's see if I can maybe swipe these two. You come down. You'll come down. Swipey swipey with a knifey knifey. Yeah, do not underestimate the knife in this game. It's fantastic. Oh. That was our opportunity to kick, but I screwed up. What to use? Yeah, I'll tell you what, we may use the shotgun. Try and use the handgun as much as I can. The reason being is, you always get loads of handgun ammo. In this game, always. So if you look at there, I know obviously like, I say that now, but I don't have much, but I've been using the handgun ammo a lot. You want to try and conserve shotgun ammo if you can. TMP is quite good. See if you want to just keep the distance from guys and just like keep them at bay. Ideally try to shoot for people's feet as well. So do I have any grenades here? Ooh, I don't. So what I might do is see if I can shoot this guy in the head if I'm quick enough. This guy as well. Oh, just missed him. Oh, missed him. That's fine, don't worry. Once again. Say Chase, hope you're well, mate. I don't know if you ever played Resident Evil before, mate. Like I said, I'm just trying to do like a beginner's guide. Like I say, I've completed this game numerous times. A lot of people may have like missed out on this game, like I say, because it's 15 years old. So I'm basically just trying to give people a hand or help that have maybe never played it before and are maybe looking to get into it. Where are all the enemies? Let's go down. Even though I should probably stay up here. Let's go down. So I need 2 parts of an insignia here. How could I miss that guy? There he is. There's a guy indoors as well. Come on. So you really can't do much. I could do. This should be hopefully an easy shot. Be mindful when using the rifle as well that it does take a while to reload. Shotgun's good if anybody gets too close to you. Also be mindful of this game as well that you cannot run when you're aiming. Where's that guy that I just spotted? Where is he? I just spotted a guy that... Ah, there he is. Come on. Things that make you go boom. See, I think I've got all the enemies, but you know you've not got all the enemies until that music goes away. I can hear them, I can't see them. Where are you? There must be one left. Where is he? Where is he? Where are you, little minx? Let's go down here if I can. Oh, won't let me jump down. Okay. Fair enough. Where is this guy? It's like finding where's Wally. Oh, there he is. Snuck up on me. Yeah, what to do is shoot the legs, kick, knife him, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. There we go. Yeah, so what I was saying to Adam in the chat previous, if you've never played this game before, there's a few things that I would kind of advise if you're kind of new to this game. So try to shoot people in the legs. If you can, that'll put them off balance or put them on the ground. It'll then give you 2 options that either they'll drop to the knees, which then if you run up to them gives you like a sequence where you can either suplex them or kick them, and then you can knife them. So if you want to knife them, left bumper, right trigger. Just means that you maintain a lot of ammo. In the previous section as well, there was a bit where you had to get medallions. You had to get 10 medallions. So there was 7 in the previous section, which I just got. There's 8 in the next section further on. If you get 10 or more, when you get to the merchant, it gives you a specialised gun. So what I try to suggest is when you get to the first merchant, to not necessarily upgrade that weapon. Wait until you get other medallions to get you up to 10. And then you can get the Punisher off of him, the Punisher handgun, free of charge, and it's actually going to have better fire range and better capacity with the gun that you have at the moment. And also in the previous section there was chickens that were laying eggs. So these are the 3 here. If you get the white chicken egg, it only gives you a small amount of health back. If you get the brown chicken egg, it gives you like a partial health. If you get the golden chicken egg, which they lay every now and then, it restores your health fully. Try to get them as much as you can. You can also farm them as such. So what you can do is if you go into that room where the chickens are, you'll see them trying to lay the eggs. For any reason you don't get a golden one, if you go back through the previous room, the door, and then as soon as you go back in that previous door, come back through again, they'll start laying eggs again, and then hopefully you can get golden ones. The good thing about the golden eggs as well, it takes up 1 space in your attaché case. First aids take up 2, herbs take up 2, golden chicken egg only takes up 1. So in the sense of obviously trying to reserve space in your attaché case, it's fantastic. So I must have completed this game 10 times plus maybe. The only thing I would advise is if you're actually going to try this game in professional, I just can, sorry, not me, myself and my mate David, my flatmate, we've been playing Resident Evil for years. We both completed this game maybe like 2-3 nights ago in professional. It is very tough. The first time we've done it, it's very, very tough. What a leap from normal. So I'm just going to try and look for some trinkets and treasures if I can. Don't think there's much here, to be honest. Sometimes you find something in this corner. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to this next section. Can't remember if you find something up here. Don't think you do. It's fine. We'll jump down. Just one last quick check, and then away we go. And also when you get herbs in this game as well, like I said in the previous part of the stream, the green herb will put your health up partially. If you get a green and a yellow herb, instead of it fully regenerating your health, what it'll do is it'll put your health up very slightly, but it'll then put your full gauge up like a little higher. If you are lucky enough to get, for example, a yellow, green and a red, you combine them all. So I'm going to show you that. So if I show you the green herb, it'll restore your health partially. If I show you the green and red, it completely restores your health. If I show you this one that's got all the herbs in it, it'll increase your maximum health and restore your health completely. So it's worth trying to hold off to try and get 3 of those combined. I'm not going to use it yet. Also guys, if you're on the stream at the moment, we're going to be doing Stadia Super Saturday. Oh, Saturday, sorry, Stadia Super Saturday, this Saturday 25th. Going to be loads of content creators. Going to be on YouTube all day, not plugging the channels as such, but showing you the content that we're creating. So I'm going to be one of them. Also, you've got the guys that have been in the chat today. Stadia Talk, Adam from Stadia Rocks. Sorry, Chase from Stadia Talk even. I'm getting a little bit tired. I've been playing this game a while. Yeah, so Chase from Stadia Talk, he's going to be on that as well. Also got Adam from Stadia Rocks. He's going to be doing a bit on that day as well on the Saturday, 25th. I'm going to be doing a little half-hour slot on my channel. I've not decided what content I'm going to do yet. I may do a live stream, but I may do... I'm not too sure. Do I do Division 2? Will someone else be doing that? No doubt. I might do some Red Dead Redemption 2. I've also got Football Manager 2020, which no one's really done yet. So I might get my eye in with that. However, 30 minutes is probably not long enough for that. So yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. But really looking forward to that. My slot is 10 PM. I apologise if I don't remember the other guys' slots, but yeah, I'm 10 PM in the UK, my slot. 30-minute slot, so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. Obviously be a bit nervous, but hey, it's going to be good fun. A lot of great content creators on Stadia. Even though the community is still kind of small at the moment, it's only going to grow in size. Obviously Stadia Base is just out, well it's not officially been called that, but it's pretty much that. So what I'm going to do is, folks, when I get past this section, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to get some food. It's like dinner time. Plus I'm starting to mumble a bit because I'm getting a little bit tired. I need some food. Oh. Ah well. Shotgun to the face. Yeah, so when your health gets a bit low, I could probably take another hit, but you know what? I will just use this. Combine all the herbs. If you actually look at my gauge in the bottom right hand corner, you'll see it'll actually go up. Lucas, how you doing, buddy? You okay, mate? Hope you're well, mate. This is my first in the series of games I would love to see on Stadia. Let's say I've played Resident Evil numerous times, completed it numerous times. The first time I completed it on professional was like maybe 2-3 nights ago with my friend David, and oh, it's so much harder. It's really difficult. So playing it normal again feels quite nice and relaxing. But I would really love to see this game come out on Google Stadia. I mean, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't have the opportunity to. I know Capcom don't have any games as such coming out on Stadia. However, they are remaking Resident Evil 4. I'm assuming you're aware of that. If not, then it was announced a few days ago, the past week or so maybe, that they're going to do a Resident Evil 4 remake, and it's going to be coming out. They're hoping to get out by in 2022. I think that'd be great. So I'd be very much up for that one if that came out. However, because this is such a sacred game for many people, some people are like, oh, don't touch it, you might like spoil it, or it doesn't need like much work doing. What you have to remember, this is the highest rating Capcom Resident Evil game in Metacritic. So Lucas, are you on Stadia, mate? Or are you just more just a Resident Evil fan, or? If you haven't tried Google Stadia, as long as your internet's decent, it's absolutely fantastic. Obviously, hence why I've got a Google Stadia channel. Hi. You know what? I might just rifle him in the face, why not? So guys, when I get past this bit, I'm going to head off and get some food. I am hungry. So I'll do a part 2. So I was chatting a little bit of gibberish earlier about Stadia Super Saturday. I can just tell I'm getting a little bit tired, I need some food. Muddling up my words, but these things happen. The joys of live streaming. Okay, once I get to the next checkpoint, I'm going to save it. I'm going to do another one of these videos maybe tomorrow or the day after. I'm looking to do some Football Manager 2020 content as well. I just tried to keep it quite simple today. I just wanted to do it like, so just obviously me just narrating over the gameplay as such. So once I get to the next checkpoint, I am going to shoot off, and thank you so much for whoever joined me today and whoever's going to watch this video in future. Let's say if you do like my content, I'm going to start to churn out quite a bit more content in the very near future. Feel free to like, subscribe, share it. Also, if you are feeling extremely generous, I'm not saying you have to do it, I'm just saying it's always an option. There's literally no pressure for me. I've got a donation page on Streamlabs. The link is in the video description below. Come on. No messing. I thought, why not? I just should. Also guys, see if you play this game on professional level. See at the moment this is on normal level. So you might think, oh, there's fish there. So you've got two types of fish. So the majority of the fish that you're surrounded by are small bass fish, okay? So they'll restore your health partially. You've also got one that's a large one that will restore your health fully. At this moment in the game on normal, you think, oh, whatever. See, if you play some professional, you will need those fish. So just be mindful of that if you ever play at a higher level. To come down there, make sure you get the fish. Because at that point, you're not going to have too much ammo on professional anyway. So you can also kill these crows as well. So shoot them, you get some goodies. Oh. Just be mindful of the traps here. Try not to stand on them if you can help it. But also what you've got to remember as well, I forgot to say, is that if you, for example, shoot some of these crows, see how the money's there? That will eventually disappear. So it gives you X amount of seconds to pick it up. And also, like I said previously in my stream, you've got two options here. So this bit's obviously quite dirty, yeah, if you look there, it stinks there. If you shoot this item, it'll fall into there. It'll become a dirty item. If you sell it, you're going to get less for it. If you shoot this wooden bit at the back, I'll drop that down. You shoot that, and then it means it's going to be, you're going to get more money for it. So just be mindful of that. Like I say, guys, always search for little goods. You'll be surprised what you can find. There's normally always something lying about. Not always, but a lot of times you'll find some stuff. Also, this door's really simple to open, if I can remember correctly. I think it's up, then up one, then left one. There you go. Easy as that. Ah, the key. Where do you use the key though? That is the question. Chief notes, let's have a little check of them. Almost gone the wrong way there, that's never a good sign.
Just remember, if you become unpleasant to our eyes, you'll face severe consequences. What? Saint Black.
Like I said previously, guys, I don't want to like beat a drum as such, but when you always get to the end of a chapter, you get two saves. You get a save at the end of the chapter, and you always get a save at the start. Don't ask me why they do that, they just do. Maybe it's just in case you change your mind. They're like, oh, we'll do this next sequence, and no, we'll save it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to watch this little bit. I'm going to save it, then I'm going to cut off the stream.
I've been able to get some new info that might help you.
Fill me in.
Apparently, there's a religious cult group involved. They're called the Los Illuminados.
Los Illuminados. That's a mouthful. Anyway, I had an unexpected run-in with the big cheese of this village.
But you're okay, right?
Yeah, but he could have killed me, but he let me live. And he mentioned something about me carrying the same blood as them. Whatever that means.
Carry the same blood. Interesting.
Anyway, there are more important things than solving riddles right now.
You're right. Hurry and find that church, Leon.
And also what you can do is, normally you would go this way, yeah? And go down the stairs. If you actually go this way, you get another cut sequence. So I'm going to show you that. So guys, always aim for the legs if you can. Knife, knife, knife. Yeah, your knife is key in this game. Really use it as much as you can. The first few times I played this game, hardly ever used a knife, and then you watch other people playing it, like, oh, they're using the knife so much. So yeah, the knife is key. The knife is really, really, really good to use. Do I need that? Ah, we'll take it anyway. I may get into the stage where I might start having to check out my attaché case. Oh. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. I've just saved it. Just like to say a huge thanks to everybody that stopped by. Thank you, Adam from Stadia Rocks. Please check out his channel. It's Stadia Rocks. Also, he's on Twitter as well. I think it's at Stadia Rocks, if I remember correctly. Also, thank you, Chase, for coming into the chat as well. He has a channel called Stadia Talk. It's at Phantom UFC Fan is his Twitter. Thanks so much, guys, everybody that's within the community that's liked, subscribed, retweeted my tweet about this live stream going out. I really appreciate it. I might do another video. It's either going to be tomorrow or the day after, so I'm going to do a part 2 of this. And I really hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully people find it helpful. I'm going to try to complete the game. I'm also looking to do a bit more Google Stadia stuff. Obviously this is not on Google Stadia, but I'd love it to come out in Stadia. I am going to do a Division 2 live stream very soon as well. I'm also going to do Football Manager 2020. I really want to get stuck into that. So if you've maybe got any suggestions of teams, if you want to leave comments in the chat below, what team you would like me to go. Like I say, if you've never played Football Manager 2020, you can literally pick almost any team in the world. It's so in depth. Or Football Manager / soccer. Yeah, so just let me know, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm going to get another video up. Gameplay this, and obviously just more a beginner's guide again, just showing certain sections, how I would kind of go about it, how to help you. All the best, folks. It's Lee, aka Levi from Stadia Mania, signing out. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll catch you again in the next video. Take care. Bye bye. Stay safe.